Alright guys, this morning the first Gen frame started rolling off the production line. At the moment we've made 10, we've sold 4 of them. That leaves 6 up for grabs. Are you kind of amazed that I did maths at this time of the morning? If you saw Death from Above in the press, you would have struggled not to see it in GMBN, Pink Bike, pretty much all over the internet, slathered. Even Single Track, you know, didn't have too much bad to say about it. But if you saw 180mm travel 29er and thought, nice but a bit too spicy for me, then the Gen might be for you. It's the first time we started actually listening to what our customers wanted and making what they wanted versus what we wanted. Now, really something we've been asked for is a light, strong, rowdy, shorter travel bike. Now this one's really a mullet. I know it's kind of like a reverse mullet because it's sort of 138 travel on the back and 160 on the front. But really, the way it works, the Chromatic, it's kind of like a double mullet. Party at the front and party at the back, rather than the traditional mullet sense. So what you have is something that has almost downhill bike geometry, but in a slightly shorter, slightly lower package with a shorter travel on it. Now we've optimised it around almost plus tyre 27.5, so not quite. You can't really run 29s on it. You probably could in a pinch, but it's not really what it's for. So it's a smaller, more manoeuvrable frame set, and that's where we're going with this. It's the first bike that we really, you know, apart from Hangman, that is really focused on just fun riding. And it all came about the first time we went to Wind Hill and started riding there. We were like, actually, a much faster, much more downhill orientated bike here isn't the best thing for it, and had to start rethinking how we did things. So me, Tim and Gen bought one for ourselves straight away and went into production with it, and now they're on their way. We had to make 10 linkages. It'd be nice to have your own plane, wouldn't it? And now we're moving ahead with that, and they're going to be arriving soon. And the best thing about it as well is the manufacturer we're using is the same people who make our handlebars. So we're actually going to have a pretty wild PVD frame finish available, or if you like, you have it raw, or you can go with gold if you're feeling particularly bling. I mean, it would be quite amazing to get a fully blinged out gold one. It'd be quite horrendous, but if you're up for it, let me know. Any questions? Shoot me an email. It's jordan@sickbicycle.co. Not .co.uk, not .com, just .co. So let's take a closer look at the Gen. Full aerospace titanium frame set, apart from the linkage rockers, which are 7000 series aluminium that's totally milled, CNC'd for us, custom. The tube set itself, we've gone for an oversized down tube and top tube that kind of stiffens up and reduces some of the tendency of titanium to be a bit wandery and wallowy, which on our hardtails we allow some more of that because it takes a lot more trail chop out. With a full suspension platform on it, you need a little bit more resilience. Now what we've done here is that you take the gnarly Death from Above platform and scale it down a bit. Now that doesn't mean Death from Above isn't capable of being ridden on trails. Joe and Stuart are taking them out on big mountain adventures all the time. Stuart said like he's so surprised how well it climbs that he's using his kind of as a bike packing bike at the moment. So he's got a 29er of 180mm travel and he's climbing up and down the mountains left, right and centre. So that's going pretty well. It's always nice when you develop something and it exceeds your own expectations of it. Because we always thought, oh, I love it, but once the customers love it too, game on. So this is kind of like a mullet, I guess, but it's a party at the back and party at the front, a reverse mullet, a rullet. 138mm at the back, 160mm optimised at the front. Takes larger size 27.5 tyres. Let's not say plus, it's not really aimed around that. So all in all, it's a much more compact bike. So you've got a 62 degree on the head angle still. And that's because we want to keep the stability in at high speed. just because it's shorter travel and a little bit shorter than the DFA, a lot bit shorter than the DFA. Reach on this is 485 on a medium. We wanted the whole package to be a lot more unstable and flicky. This was basically conceived when we were riding at Wind Hill, where unleashing a downhill bike is knackering, to be honest. It's a fast trail, loads of features and loads of fun, but it's quite smooth. You only really need suspension to take a bit of the chop out of drops and kind of braking bumps. So we selfishly put this into action. It will pedal uphill just fine. In fact, with the dog link activated, you'll probably have about 50 mil of active travel, so it shouldn't be too distracting. And the rest of it is kind of geared around being reliable. So you've got oversized bearing surfaces, extra gusseting in there, dropper post compatibility, and there's even a little line down here running with a lockout. So if you really want it hard tail, you can lock it out. At the moment, we've manufactured 3 of them. We've made linkages for 10. So we've got a few, we've got like 7 unclaimed at the moment. So if you want one, in this production run, now is the time to get on it. We're also going for a fairly wild paint scheme with this. I say paint scheme, we're ion plating. So it's going to be PVD, which you might have seen before on some of the Narcissus Luxe versions and on the Hacksaw Special Edition jet fuel. But it's going to be kind of a little bit different on that. If anyone does want an all gold one, apart from the linkage, because 7000 series can be a bit of a pig to anodise, we'll do a whole gold one with black linkage if someone fancies it. But yeah, looking forward to this one. I've got a couple of preview shots so you can take a look at the work in progress. So what you're looking at now is the main frame that's been tacked up and welded, completely unfinished. So you can see the welds on there, nice heat affected zone. And you can see the scale of the tubing, because obviously on a flat photo it's kind of harder to see than if you look at this. You can see the down tubes oversized, top tubes oversized, and that gives a nice stiff platform for the front. But you can't get away from titanium's innate love of getting rid of trail chop, so you'll find that it's a very fatigue reducing ride. Any questions, drop me an email. It's jordan@sickbicycle.co, not .co.uk, not .com, just .co. And ask me how you can get your hands on one of these.